How old was the youngest pope? What happened when an ex-Coca-Cola employee tried to sell secrets to Pepsi? How quickly do you age on Mars? Strap yourselves in, it's going to be a crazy ride on this episode of You Don't Know. In 2009, noted astrophysicist Stephen Hawking held a reception for time travelers but didn't publicize it until after. This way, only those who could time travel would be able to attend. Unfortunately, or fortunately depending on how you look at it, no one came. Did you know that there's a scientific term for a brain freeze, sometimes called an ice cream headache? The simpler version is cold neuralgia. The more complicated version is sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia. Try to say that when you eat your ice cream too fast. No. The youngest pope in history was Pope Benedict IX. Some say he was 20 when he became pope. Others say he was 11 or 12 years old. In any case, he's still the youngest person to be made pontiff. He is also the only person to have been the pope more than once. Canadians say sorry so much that in 2009, the Apology Act was passed, which states that an apology can't be used as evidence of the admission of guilt. Scientists believe that while dinosaurs roamed the Earth, volcanoes were erupting on the moon.
Whoa. Here I come.
Here's a cool fact. Did you know that if you like this video and subscribe to the channel, more people will get to hear all these cool facts? Give it a try. One sign of social intelligence is to not say anything when you're annoyed at the people around you in order to avoid meaningless arguments. You probably know a few relatives who aren't very socially intelligent. People have come up with a lot of names for a bear who has polar bear and grizzly bear parents. Some of them include growler bear, pizzly bear, zebra bear, and grizzler. We just call them beautiful. In 2006, Pepsi headquarters received a letter from someone offering to sell Coca-Cola's trade secrets to the highest bidder. Would you believe that rather than buying those secrets, they let Coca-Cola know about it? Afterwards, an undercover FBI investigation was launched. It turns out that he was an ex-secretary of Coca-Cola. There are some gorgeous mountain ranges in the US, and the 10 highest mountain summits there are all located in Alaska. The iconic line, "I'm the king of the world," wasn't in the original script for the film Titanic. Writer-director James Cameron came up with the line while they were filming. He radioed it up to DiCaprio, and they made movie magic.
In the dawn of first light, the sun danced of daylight.
In 2010, Nintendo filed a trademark for the phrase, "It's on like Donkey Kong," in honor of Donkey Kong Country Returns being released on the Nintendo Wii. The phrase gained popularity after rapper Ice Cube used it on the track "Now I Gotta Wetcha." In an interview, he said that he got the phrase from his cousin. Did you know that a single strand of spaghetti is called a spaghetto? You rarely ever hear it because honestly, who could ever eat just one spaghetto? No one is quite sure, but the rumor is that Hershey's Kisses got their name from the sound that the original machine made when it placed the chocolate on the conveyor belt. In England, when you sneak out of a party without telling anyone, it's called a French exit. In France, they call it partir à l'anglais, which translates to leave like the English. The PlayStation 2 game Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater has a boss called the End that you can beat with a bit of a cheat. If you save the game right before the battle and don't come back for 8 days, he dies of old age. If you don't want to wait that long, you can just save the game, turn it off, reset the system clock for 8 days in the future, start the game back up, and load your save. The Roman-Persian Wars are one of the longest conflicts in history, lasting over 680 years. They began in 54 BC and ended in 628 AD. Elvis had naturally blonde hair. He started coloring it black to give himself an edgier look. In a pinch, he would touch up the roots himself with shoe polish. Before anyone really knew who he was, Ed Sheeran came to LA and stopped by the radio station where Jamie Foxx hosted a show. He let Foxx listen to his music, and he liked it so much that he let Sheeran stay on his couch for 6 weeks. It's a common misconception to think that German chocolate cake comes from Germany. It's actually named after an American baker named Samuel German who developed his own dark baking chocolate in 1852. Pluto, the once planet now dwarf planet, was named by an 11-year-old girl named Venetia Burney of Oxford, England. When her grandfather, Falconer Madden, told her that a new planet was just discovered, she instantly proposed the name Pluto. Madden told his astronomer friend Herbert Hall Turner, who liked the name and passed it along to the astronomers at the Lowell Observatory who had discovered the planet, and the name stuck. Tom Kenny, the voice actor behind SpongeBob SquarePants, and voice actress Jill Talley, who voiced Plankton's computer Karen, have been married since 1995, a few years before they were both on the show. Octopuses and squids have beaks. Just like bird beaks, they're made of keratin, the same material that our fingernails are made of. It's estimated that 75% of the world's diet comes from just 12 plants and 5 different animal species. It's amazing what you can do with just a few ingredients. The original Star Wars premiered on just 32 screens across the US in 1977. This was to produce buzz as the release widened to more theaters. The British government coined the slogan "Keep calm and carry on" during World War II in order to motivate citizens to stay strong. Posters of the slogan were printed but never officially used and were only unearthed in 2000. Sour Patch Kids and Swedish Fish are made by the same company, Mondelez International. In fact, Swedish Fish and the Red Sour Patch Kids are the same candy, just shaped differently with the addition of the sour coating for the Sour Patch Kids. IKEA is an acronym that stands for Ingvar Kamprad Elmtarid Anjunarid, which is the founder's name, the farm where he grew up, and his hometown. Because it's further from the sun, a year on Mars is 687 Earth days. So if you're considered to be an adult here on Earth at the age of 18, Martian adults are only 9.5 Martian years old. The children are taking over!